Because this Capricorn and Saturn energy is prevalent in your 10th house, right?
Yes.
Because you have both the energies working cohesively with you, because moon is also ruling your 10th house, the sign of Cancer, since you're a Libra ascendant. So Cancer is the dispositor of your 10th house and is sitting in your 4th house, in the sign of Capricorn, right? So this is overlooking by 7th aspect, it's overlooking your 10th house. So the sync is very beautiful, and the decision making ability and the cohesiveness of both the planets happen very beautifully together, right?
Yeah.
And also workaholics could be seen from this position, and levels of lawfulness could be there, and also you could be very dedicated to your work, very honest. And this kind of a moon also has a propensity to form emotional connections at workplace. Why? Because you have the very planet of emotion sitting here in your workplace, is sitting in the sign of Capricorn. So your propensity to form very warm equations and very emotional equations at workplace is very prevalent. Like some people, say, oh, you're my brother, or you're like my elder brother, or you're like my uncle, or you're like some dear one to me. So that kind of a thing, some people have this nature. So you have that friendly nature, that you tend to find nice emotional connections while at work, right?
Yes.
Maybe your best connections are happening at work. So people must be really connecting to you, loving working with you, because you provide them a very supple and an emotional environment to work in, isn't it?
Yes.
And you're getting a lot of creativity, you're getting a lot of emotions, and you're getting a lot of softness also in work. Like moon is also the mother. So sometimes you're taking care of people like a mother. Like maybe somebody's missed their food, because moon is also food. And you say, oh, let me get you food at work. And you're taking care of them. You're giving them nice beverages to drink and nice food to eat, because that's what moon is all about, right?
Yes.
And also if you have a well-placed Jupiter, which is probably making a connection with the Saturn or with moon, then this is further more of you connecting in a very beautiful way with the workplace people, and is giving you a lot of success also. This propensity to form associations is actually giving you great business, is giving you great name, great fame, and in society, your work society or your work environment, people are actually looking up to you. Like all of us look up to the mother for directions. Like you, and the mother is very influencing in life, and you follow the principles, the instructions, and the way she is. So you become that mother, maybe at work, with this well-placed Saturn. Is it right? You can praise yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So for these kind of people, the moon in Capricorn. Now, Capricorn is a very material sign, right? It's a material sign, and physical aspects of life are very important, like the luxuries, the comforts, because it's in material realm. It's a material sign. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, they are earthy signs. Earth means they are connecting you with the material realm. So for you, the luxury, the money, the work, which gets you money. We're not talking about work for charity, because money becomes pivotal. And also luxury, because you work for luxury, having a better lifestyle, having more name, more fame. But along with the name, fame, money should also come to you. So this is a very earthy realm-oriented sign, and it governs over wealth, and it governs over power, position, authority, the propensity to make money, and also the propensity to make relations in the society through your work, through the channel of your actions, right? So all this we can see from your moon in the 10th house, and moon here makes the native you. The moon here will make you have a sense of security, a sense of balance. There will also be mental satisfaction, and they could also be heavy doses of you becoming a workaholic. You seeking work, seeking recognition in the society, and being very, because the mind has gone at work. So always the mind keeps planning, the mind wants structure, and the mind wants to do things in which your position gets elevated in the society. And you're working for status and for recognition of the people around you. Is it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So also this moon is very action oriented now, because it's sitting in the sign of Capricorn. But this moon also becomes very fearful, because it doesn't want to be deprived of any material or physical aspects now. So it's got this fear. In the sign of Cancer, it's fearless. It only wants to give, because the mother only is happy giving. She never plans what she has to take back from you. But when it goes to Capricorn, it's always wanting returns. That now what? Now what's the calculation? Now what do I get? So this moon is also very scared, because if it's robbed or if it's deprived of all the physical or the material aspects, then this moon becomes very fearful, because Saturn is also planet of fear. Saturn is the planet of anxiety. So this moon, poor little moon, becomes very anxious, and it becomes very fearful that what if my material aspects are deprived? What if I don't get it? So the lunar queen is all about protection. She's all about the comfort of her surrounding. And now this moon has gone out in the open battlefield. So it feels insecure that what in the open world, because it's used to protection, right? So this also shows, because moon is the mother, and moon going in the sign of Capricorn could show that your mother's very disciplined and your mother's very career oriented. She was the one who was the major factor who encouraged you to work and to achieve heights. She was the one who always kept pushing you from behind that, this is not it. You have to strive more, you have to work more hard. So, and you're very influenced by your mother through her actions. She really influenced you when you were a little child. She was the major influencing factor. And if your moon is not well placed, it could show that you have lack of nourishment from your mother. All the care, security, and the affection which you get from mother, you could lack it. Now yours is something that is going to give you twin effects. Sometimes you'll feel very closely nourished and very cord connected, soul connected with your mother. And there could be times when this Saturn ruled Capricorn, which is not so well placed, could start giving you its effect when the dasha, antardasha, or the Pratyantar dasha changes. So the equation is not linear. It's changing. It's fluctuating. So you must be experiencing that.
Yes.
Both the things. So now what happens, that since your Saturn is also well placed, so the heavy influence of the mother or mother-like figures, not just your mother, but all the ladies who are of the age of your mother, they also become like mother figures. So you're very highly influenced by them. You're very soft and kind, and you take their words very seriously. In fact, they must be giving you very good advice about your career, about your profession. That child, why don't you follow this? Why don't you do that? And you very seriously follow, and it benefits you also. Because like I explained to you, your 10th house Lord sits in your 4th house, and your 4th house Lord sits in your 11th house, your incoming gains house. So it's going to yield money also. Anything, maybe your business is collaborated with your mother or mother-like figures and is giving you wealth. Maybe you're in a family setup, because 11th house is also elder sibling. So maybe there is this connection, triangular connection. The elder brother, you, and the mother, all are connected. Maybe some person is a silent partner, but all people could be on papers connected and working towards making a better future in the action-oriented way, right? And also, Mother teaches you how to react in life situations. You've been seeing her as a little boy and you've been influenced, and she's taught you what is the right way to react. So the good amount of reactions also are coming from mother-like figures, right? And this kind of a position could make you a very good manager. Now, manager doesn't mean that you're working in a firm and you become a manager, even at workplace, because your charts show you to be a businessman. So at business also, the manager means that when you are, giving across when you depute the work to the people around, you know which is the right amount of work which you have to depute to which kind of a person, how qualified he is, how sincere, how quick he is. That's the wise manager in the form of a businessman who's going to be at work. And this also shows you to do a business. This shows you to be a business-oriented man. And this also shows you to do government-related projects. Like some things are, maybe some flats are there, or some land is there which is being auctioned by the government, and you're going and you're working on such projects. And also some defense services are also related. Now, why defense services? If there is this involvement of Mars, because fourth house signet actor along with moon is also Mars, because we see vehicles also from the fourth house and we see land also, right? So right, so if your moon or your Saturn has influence of Mars, then you can also work with the defense services, some project or some work, and also into transport. Some transport work could also be, like some people do cargo business, they are shifting material from this state or this country to the other. This is also seen in your chart. And psychologists, like you're not one, but you like to consult one. So that mind propensity towards psychology, like you want to understand everything in a very detail-oriented way. Now, this detailed orientation of your mind is coming from your mind being in Saturn, right?
Saturn.
So that's why you like to decode, like a psychologist, you want to understand things, right? And something also with sports or with acting, because Moon is a very creative planet. So people, I wanted to tell this to you, that acting or something with, since there is this Rahu involvement, so something with the digital world, the cinematic world, like your friend Mr. Rahul does on the digital podium, the presence is very strongly felt. Some creative profession is also seen, and also food business could be seen, because Moon is food. Moon is your nourishment. So people who are doing those lovely milkshakes, like I like, cold coffee, strawberry shake, butterscotch shake, all those milk beverages are also seen with this kind of a happy moon placement. And also, since it's going in your fourth house, so you could be making homes. You could be a home developer. People who make flats and who are selling them, who do lovely home furnishings, and who do home decoration, architecture, interiors. So that kind of a position also is coming across from this moon. And you becoming a land developer. Are you in similar professions?
Yeah, I'm into real estate. Into
great.
Consultancy, real estate.
Oh, that's wonderful. So also sale and purchase of land, car, like you do the cut. You're giving a cut, a percentage, and you're doing this kind of a deal. This is also seen from this kind of a position. And of course, creative professions are seen, because Moon is a very creative planet. So you doing lovely creative work in your workspace is seen. Like even if you have to sell a car, you do it up very well, you do up good interiors and you make it very beautiful and then you sell it. So that creativity is seen from this kind of position. And if your Moon is badly placed, then what happens? Then, the position of Saturn is also badly placed, Moon is also badly placed, then it becomes very challenging. I'm not saying it becomes bad, but it becomes a little challenging in the sense that the person could become lazy, could become unorganized. And also, since Moon is the mind, so the mind goes in unhealthy realms. So and mind-related problems like insomnia, sleep disorder, epileptic attacks, neurotic, the nervous issue, things could be there. So you have to be very careful. And hypertensiveness, when the person gets high BP. So, because Moon is in a difficult sign, and it's very well placed, but it's also afflicted. So, yeah, so you could have this kind of woes, that you could have strained relationship also with your mother at times. Whenever the bhukti or the dashas are there, you will experience very strained associations. You will not understand that yesterday mommy dearest was so happy and I was a sunny boy, and today she's so against me. What's happened? What's with my mommy? So buy chocolates for your mother, buy flowers for your mother. So, this kind of mental trauma you could experience yourself in your own work environment, and also with your mother in your home environment. So this is our reading on the Moon in your 4th house, in a happy space, and also in a challenging disposition. Right? So now we explained about Moon, and now I also wanted to tell you that your Jupiter is in Magha Nakshatra. It's at 1 degree. So it's at a very, the Sandhi degree, they say, the juxtaposition wherein the planet is going out of the sign of Cancer, out of Ashilesha Nakshatra, that's the last nakshatra, and it's entering Magha Nakshatra in Leo, right? This is exactly the Sandhi point. You're a lucky man, my dear client, because it's very powerful, is getting the untapped raw energy from Ashlesha. Ashlesha is, when you see the sign of Ashlesha Nakshatra, is the coiled serpents. And serpents here, we speak of venom when we think about the serpents. And when you see these medical practitioners, they have these 2 coiled snakes always, they show, which means you need poison to kill poison, isn't it? Sometimes when you have cancer, your body is multiplying in cells, isn't it? There's multiplication of cells, so you induce radiations to kill those cells. Not just the healthy cells, but the bad cells, both the cells die, isn't it? So sometimes to kill poison, you need a bigger poison, right? Yeah, so that's why in the medical way, the use of venom is so researched and so studied. That's Ashilesha Nakshatra. When there's bloodshed, there's fighting for power, triumph, position. Now that anguish and that turbulence you ended in your past life, you're born with a very powerful nakshatra, which is Magha Nakshatra. Magha is the power of the seed of the power. And that's the throne. Magha is the throne, is the royal throne in the royal room, and it's also the royal palanquin. And who goes in the palanquin? Only the royals, right? So it's the throne, it's the seat of power. It is where your center stage and all the limelight is on you, right? And Leo, we know, is the sign of the king, because the ruler of Leo is the lion. And also in the Indian Vedic system, Sun is the ruler of Leo. So Sun in the celestial cabinet is also the king. So see what kind of a kingly sign you have, which is ruling your Jupiter. So it talks about great rulership, great heights, great success, and you being emulated. Like people's focus is on you, whatever you do, and they're so inspired, and they want to follow suit. And also the king wears the crown. So the crown chakra is also activated of the king. So all these positionings and all these beautiful things are coming to you through your Jupiter, which is in Magha. So high precision points of rulership, high responsible positions, being very center staged, being very talked about, photographed, being very documented, very acknowledged. So it's a great nakshatra, and it's a great power position which you are holding and which you are sitting. So we'll discuss your more chart later, but as of now, since we're ending the recording, would you like to give some feedback? How did you like your session, and how informative and how spiritually enlightening you felt the session was? You're welcome to share your feedback.
Yeah, really got to know many things which I didn't know about my chart actually. It was good informating thing. It was quite good feeling. Like I'm really satisfied with the reading you did. You did a lot of job. You did a lot of job.
The king is happy. He's happy with his royal astrologer.
Yeah, that's a really confusing horoscope you've been gone through.
Sorry.
It's a really confusing horoscope you have gone through. Like
no, it's a beautiful. You know, you're the king here in Magha, and my video will soon be released on YouTube of Magha Nakshatra. I would love you to watch it too. It's in great detail, and after that, if you want to discuss something more, we can do that. So, and we're going to discuss your chart more. But as of now, I'm going to end the recording. And for the viewers, from my lovely client and from your astro friend Sara, it's thank you and happy viewing. I hope you had, and God bless till our next video with our sweet next client comes around. Enjoy. Bye bye.
See you.